Today I will discuss about the acoustics and what is the concept of acoustics. Acoustics is the branch of physics which deals with the study of and also production, transmission and reception of sound, good sound or bass sound. In case of breeding, acoustics, which is the branch of also physics, is the science of controlling noise, that is unwanted signals in breedings, and thus also includes the minimization of noise transmission from one space to another, and then what are the different parameters to control noise or for minimization of noise within the spaces themselves. Then this is the plan of talk, that is the introduction of acoustics, that is a branch of physics. Then reverberation time, SA stands for sound absorption, SC sound coefficient absorption. Sabin's formula, which gives the relation between the reverberation time, volume and total absorption. Then what are the different factors affecting acoustics of buildings, and last is acoustics design, what are the different factors to design good acoustics or good hall for best sound effects. Then this concept developed by Wallace Clement Sabine was an American physicist who founded the field of architectural acoustics. He graduated from Ohio State University in 1886 at the age of 18 before joining Harvard University for graduate study and remaining as a faculty member. And Sabine was architectural acoustician of Boston's Symphony Hall, widely considered one of the 2 or 3 best concert halls in the world for its good sound effects or acoustics. Then these are the sound absorption coefficient for different materials with different absorption coefficient, generally denoted by letter alpha. Then what is Sabine's formula? That is Sabine's formula, which gives the relation between the reverberation time, T, generally denoted by here T, volume V, and total absorption, that is capital A. First, I will explain what is the meaning of reverberation. Reverberation means reverberation is the persistence of sound. Reverberation is the persistence of sound even after source of sound is shut off. Then in this case, according to Sabines, reverberation time is directly proportional to volume of hall, that is here denoted by V, inversely proportional to the total absorption, that is A, and therefore from 1 and 2 we can write T is directly proportional to V by A. By neglecting probability sign, we can write T equal to some constant which is given by 0.161 into V upon alpha S. Alpha is here sound absorption coefficient and S is surface area. In case of Sabine's formula, reverberation time depends on the reflecting properties of the walls, then floor and ceiling of the hall. If they are good reflectors of sound, then sound would take longer time to die away and the reverberation time of the hall would be long. Generally, reverberation time depends directly upon the physical volume of the hall, which is here given by capital V. Therefore, small t equal to 0.161 into capital V upon alpha S, means from the knowledge of volume of hall, coefficient of absorption alpha and surface area S, we can find out reverberation time. Means from the knowledge of any 3 values we can find out the 4th unknown value based on Sabine's law. Then reverberation time depends upon reflecting properties of walls, then floor and ceiling or different surfaces of hall, physical volume, absorption coefficient, that is alpha, and frequency of sound waves. Then what is the meaning of reverberation time? The time taken by the sound in a room to fall its average intensity to inaudibility level is called reverberation time, or reverberation time also can be defined as the time required for the intensity of sound to fall to 10 raised to minus 6 of its initial value. That is, the ratio of final intensity to initial intensity is equal to 10 raised to minus 6. Say again, what is the meaning of reverberation time? Reverberation time is the time required for the intensity of sound to fall to 10 raised to minus 6 of its initial value. Then different factors affecting acoustics of buildings and their remedies. These are the different factors. That is initial intensity of sound, then even distribution of sound, clear and distinct, reduction of undesired sound, that is noise, reverberation time, loudness, echo, echelon effect, resonance and noise. Then first I will explain about the initial intensity of sound. The initial intensity of sound from the source should be of adequate intensity. The sound should be evenly distribution or spread over the whole area covered by the audience. There should not be dead spot or silent zone. The successive sounds in the speech or music should be clear and distinct, and the total quality of music is not altered or not changes. All undesired sound, that is noise, should be reduced to the extent that it will not interfere with the normal hearing or speech. Then see what are the different factors. More different, there are also several factors that affect the quality of sound effects or sound quality of a whole. First, I'll explain about the reverberation time, then loudness, echo, echelon effect, resonance and noise. See first, reverberation time. Reverberation time, reverberation means persistence of sound, that is the presence of sound even after source of sound is cut off. Then reverberation time. Reverberation time, if a hall is to be acoustically satisfactory, it is essential that it should have the right reverberation time, and the reverberation time should be neither too long nor too short. A very short reverberation time makes a room dead. On the other hand, long reverberation time renders speech unintelligibly. The optimum value of the reverberation time depends on the purpose for which a hall is designed. A reverberation time of 0.6 seconds is acceptable for speeches or lectures or lecture hall or lecture room, while a reverberation time of 1 to 2 seconds is satisfactory for concerts, and in case of theaters, the optimum value varies with volume, and for small theaters, 1.1 to 1.6 seconds is suitable, whereas for large theaters, it may go up to 2.3 seconds. And reverberation time is what? Time required to time required for the intensity of sound to fall to 10 raised to minus 6 of its initial value. That is, the ratio of final intensity to initial intensity is always equal to 10 raised to minus 6. And reverberation time generally measured in seconds. Then we can control reverberation time by different choices of building materials or furnishing materials. If the reverberation time of the hall is too long, it can be cut down or minimized by increasing absorption coefficient or reducing volume. And if it is too short, it can be increased by changing high absorption materials to materials of low absorption or increasing volume. That is using different types of cardboards, perforated sheets, felt, heavy curtains, thick carpets we can use to increase wall or floor surface absorption. Then see loudness. Loudness is one more factor which also affect on good quality or good sound effects. In case of loudness, loudness means in this case sound should be has sufficiently loud at all points of our lecture hall or auditorium. There should not be any dead spot or silent zone, or there should be and for that there should be a parabolic surface behind the speaker as shown here. And in this case here speaker is situated at focus of parabola, and therefore sound will reach at every point or each and every point to the audience as shown in figure. Then echoes mean repetition of sound or successive repetition of reflection of sound from different surrounding factors like ceiling, floor, then walls, different types of designs, floors, etc. In case of echoes, when the walls of hall are parallel and hard and are separated by 17-meter distance, echoes are formed. Therefore, we should use curved smooth surface of walls also produce echoes. We should use splayed types of walls, and this defect is avoided by selecting proper shape of the auditorium. Use of splayed side walls instead of parallel walls greatly reduces the problem and enhance the acoustical quality of the hall. These are the different factors, like is echo will produce from reflection from ceiling, then side wall, again from empty chairs, then different types of wall surfaces. Then see echelon effect. Echelon effect means that is a successive reflection of sound from successive steps. If hall has a flight of steps with equal width, the sound waves reflected from them will consist of echoes with regular phase difference, and these echoes combine to produce musical note which will be heard along with the direct sound, and this is called echelon effects, and it makes the original sound unintelligible or confusing, and it may be remedied or we can minimize echelon effect by having steps of unequal width, and the steps may be covered with proper sound absorbing materials and or different sound absorbing material like carpet. This is about the echelon effect. Then resonance. What is the concept of resonance? Resonance means when natural frequency of sound is equal to the force frequency, we will get resonance. That is, frequency of sound produced in hall is equal to natural frequency of air column in a hollow spaces of a hall, and due to this there will be jarring effect or unpleasant effect of sound, and such type of resonance we can